I see that the gamers are ready, and they're gonna kick things off on ley lines. We've got a couple maps today, guys, that I'm very unfamiliar with, but hey, let's just learn it together. Let's have fun. I see TKL is here, Indy is here. Ready when you guys are. Don't need a break. We already took a break before our final ladder game, just to get some momentum going. So, if they are ready, I'm ready. We're gonna do a server swapping, by the way. I'll let them know. We server swap after every game. Good luck, good luck. Just letting Bully know that he doesn't think that I'm doing him dirty over here. Alright. Prediction is still open for another minute. Let's just do it, guys. Big Brain Bouts number 94. 4 best of 5s with main event Serral versus Classic. This was a pretty busy week for me. Also a very fun week. I'm overall happy with it. But obviously it could always be better and bigger. I know Battle Aces is back. We had a crazy amount of Neils. So it should be very easy to make it through this evening, and hopefully we see a couple of fantastic games with some good storylines, and we do a little service to the community. Vamos!
Let's get it on.
Round 1. Fight!
In the top right side, a good friend of mine and a great community member. Definitely not his first rodeo in the Big Brain Bouts, but he hadn't played in a while because he was actually in charge of organizing the All Things Protoss Big Brain Bouts, but he didn't play in that. He did not seed himself in as a player, so obviously we had to do right by him as a little reward for organizing that BBB a couple weeks ago. The NA Phoenix DT legend, we can safely call him that. It's Bully. Who's coming to Home Story Cup, by the way. Home Story Cup 27, he will be there. And in case you guys are going to and be like, fuck, I want to say hi to Bully. How does he look? Is he as beautiful as a Spanish goat? No, that's hard. That's hard to compete with. But he is another tall, beautiful, handsome North American Protoss player. He's got a beautiful little goatee as well, beard. I don't know what to call it. Mustache, beard, goatee. You guys will see Bully. If you come to Home Story Cup, you'll recognize him. That's going to be fun. Can't wait to have him over in Germany. In the bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of the man who played a best of 3 versus Wingant in the most recent Monday Night Weekly, I want to say. He was able to win that one 2-1, but he had to work for it. This is Matt. Will Bully be playing or helping out with the casting in Home Story Cup, Roddy? I am not in charge of that, so I don't know. Is it likely that he's going to play, mate? He is a 5,000, give or take, MMR Protoss. I mean, it'd be a bit of a stretch. There's always a chance someone drops out, they need a last-minute replacement, that Bully picks up a mouse and says, send me in, coach. I'm ready, Naruto. But I don't think he's the #1 replacement. The level in general at the Home Story Cup is the lowest you're going to find, like 5,800. So that's a solid 800 MMR above what we are currently watching. So I guess I'm going to say no. When it comes to casting, I would absolutely say yes. I am certain that he'd be eager to cast. I'm certain he'd love to introduce himself to the Home Story Cup audience. But I am also not in charge of that, because I will not be casting the upcoming Home Story Cup. No, Truth, Honor, Justice. He's literally in the chat, mate. Also, another 5k MMR NA Protoss legend who was at a Home Story Cup. I love Max. Very tiny chance, Max, that I'll be in Dallas soon. If I'm in Dallas, I expect you to come, obviously, too. But it's not decided yet. It will probably be decided tonight or tomorrow, whether or not I will be there. What for? DreamHack, mate. There is a Starcraft tournament. But I do want to warn all of you guys right now. Please do not expect DreamHack to be the same as last year. When it was part of the ESL Pro Tour, when it was ESL Masters, this DreamHack is not the same. Will there be StarCraft players? Yes. Can you have a good time with the StarCraft community? Yes. The rest is probably going to be very, very different. It just got announced like 2 days ago, Max. But it's not the same as last year. Please keep this in mind. Before you go and you're very disappointed and XYZ, in the ways that I just described, Great TZ. Not gonna be like a big produced show like it was last year. It's going to be bigger. If you're there slowly, absolutely. Max will stop by as well. He will hand out Red Bull caps together with Yuki. Is Blizzard funding the winnings? You mean for DreamHack? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's all EWC money. Since it's an EWC qualifier, it's not a part of the ESL Pro Tour. Small chance that it's a combination of ESL and Blizzard. I don't know. They haven't shared that. We don't know. It is in Dallas, Janunu. Very slow and steady start to this first game of this Big Brain Bouts. Bully just opening up at the Stargate, double Oracle. Clean build order so far though, haven't seen a lot go wrong. If something did go wrong, I missed it. What can we do with them Oracles? Bully on Europe. Gets in there, kills 5 drones. That's pretty good. I don't think it's even been announced yet, RayTC. What has been announced is that it's either the top 2 or the top 4 from Dallas that qualifies for the Esports World Cup. It's 50k, okay. 50k is not bad. I think we can live with that, right? If you take a look at the Dallas Wikipedia page on the Starcraft 2 directory, we may find some answers there. Now, if you can go, guys, if it's nearby, I honestly think you should always go. Show love to Starcraft, cheer for your favorite players, say hi to the BASILISK folks. You should always go, but please keep in mind that it's not the same kind of show as last year. And I'm sure that you're going to be a bunch of Reddit threads angry over XYZ, but it is not part of the ESL Pro Tour. Do you think there will be a stage? I think there will be a place where you can watch. I don't know if there will be a stage. I don't think there's going to be a stage host. I don't think any commentators will be there. That is what I think. No interviews and stuff either. That is what I'm thinking right now. Could that still change? Yeah, that could change. But that is, I think, as far as I know. It is not part of an ESL Pro Tour, guys. An ESL Pro Tour like is level with those kind of productions. Now it is just something else. You're in California where you go for SC2, beer and barbecue. I'm sure you have a great time, guys. I am not trying to say that you guys shouldn't go. I hope you guys understand that. Just keep the expectations realistic, knowing it's not part of an ESL Pro Tour. But there are so many great people in the StarCraft 2 scene, whether it comes down to players, community members, casters, or just fans, right? It's always fun. If it's close, if it's nearby, if you can afford it, if you love Zero or Rainer, like absolutely go. Trigger should absolutely be there too. Absolutely go. Just don't expect it to be as big production-wise as it was last year, because that will probably not be the case. Bully has had a very, very clean game. As clean as I have lost a 0 units. Who the hell is this guy? A clean NA Protoss. I haven't seen one since Huck. And that's a long time ago. Nah, just kidding. Neep was very clean too. Bully obviously does need to be careful here. One thing I have noticed, guys, throughout a lot of the games of Bully that I watch, whether it's on his stream or in some of the tournaments, is that he often makes pretty committed move outs when he doesn't have an immediate way to reinforce, like a Warp Prism, a Gateway, etc. But he has a lot of money in the bank already. We only have 11 free supply and we have 1400 minerals in the bank. Like, we need to macro right now, Bully. I understand trying to be active with the Stalkers and the Oracles, keeping creep at bay. All of this is good, but the macro can't be slipping. No, the Bear Grizzly. No. It is gonna be Omega late for a Classic if he wins, and I wouldn't want to do that to him. Like, I'm not gonna DM him at 5 AM and be like, hey man, you want to do an interview for the best of 5 you just played? And it's obviously going to be late for Zero as well. The closer we come to some events, I can obviously schedule an interview with Zero, Rainer, and Trigger, and we can upload it over at the Basilisk YouTube, like in the lead up to maybe GSL qualifiers, maybe Dallas. We can do an interview, but not tonight. Couple of adepts is shade into the third. They kill 2 drones. It's a lot of Hydras here. The Hydras are very slow, but speed is done. They've got range as well. This is going to be very difficult for Bully. If we can just have like 4 High Templars with Storm, I want to believe. If we have a couple cannons or batteries, I believe. But just Stalkers, Zealots, and Oracles is so hard. And I think he will try Esper, absolutely. He's living in Korea. Same goes for Rainer. I think both of our guys will try. I think both of our guys will make it. They're both very good. I'd honestly be surprised if one of them doesn't make it. Can Bully land the sickest storms that a Protoss nerd can dream of? The first one is good, the second one is good. These storms are Omega massive, but we need more. Oh, Night Templar is so exposed. Bully, Bully, Bully. a couple energy points short of landing 2-3 additional storms. If he lands those storms, guys, it is good enough for a 1-0 lead. He's got 3,000 minerals in the bank as well. Bully played a good game. He had a strong start. Just that move out on 3 bases while floating, a little bit late on storm. And we die to the lair attack Zerg all in. Maybe some nerves and pressure getting the best of Bully here as well, because Bully is way better than someone who would have 3k minerals in the bank. And I know that he wiped in High Templars. Those are gas intensive, not mineral expensive. So your mineral bank goes up a little bit. But imagine, guys, if 1,000 of those minerals were spent on cannons and batteries. Then we buy more time for the High Templars to have energy. Then we land more storms and we absolutely hold. It's just a matter of execution. Strategically. There we go. Nothing went wrong, I think, on the side of Bully. Just needed to prioritize certain things a little bit higher on the list. If we would have taken care of that, we would have been able to spend our money. We would have been able to defend. And we would have been able to, I think, take a 1-0 lead. But this game was on Europe. A game 2 on NA. I'll start. When is the GSL? I heard that qualifiers are within 10 days. When does it actually start? The main event? I don't know. But qualifiers are within 10 days. Who's casting it? Also don't know. Assume it's Tasteless, State, Gemini, etc. But don't know. Think so, Marty Monty. I can tell you that not a single commentator has been contacted yet on, hey, do you want to fly out to Dallas and be on the event? Or a stage host. So I don't think that's happening. Just making sure. Curious what map 2 is. Leyline's obviously one of the 3 maps of the previous map pool that stays. We're going to see a lot of new maps tonight, guys. And of course, it is Tokamak. The gamers just love Tokamak. Showtime would have defended that. Yes. But I think Showtime defends a lot of things from 5,000 MMR Zergs, mate. To be honest with you, I cannot think of a single strategy that a 5k MMR Zerg could cook up that Showtime could not defend. And in that specific spot, like, it just comes down to static defenses, guys. Like, cannons and batteries are incredibly good against lair tech Zerg. Even if they have banelings, it doesn't matter. That's still a good trade-off. It's just a minor macro error. We can analyze it for an hour, or we can analyze it in a second. Bully was just floating too many resources. If he spends that money better, if he buys a tiny bit of time for those extra storms, he holds. The 2 storms he landed were absolutely massive. You get 2 more of those and you're fine. You get 4 more of those and you murder that Zerg army, and I think you just win. See how game 2 goes. Obviously, Matt, our French Zerg, that I'm not that familiar with, but he seems like a very nice guy. Taking the 1-0 lead on the European server is one thing. How can Matt cook on NA? Is Matt capable of busting out like a weird strategy? Does he have some sort of a proxy hatch or a link flood, like a Queen Ling Nidus, Queen Ling Bane Nidus? I don't know. Quick Mudas. Who knows? A Swarm host. Nidus. I don't know. Curious to see what Matt will cook up on the American server.
Round 2. Fight!
Here we go. Tokamak in the bottom left side. He is our very own, also a member of the All Things Protoss community. We love him. Can't wait to see him either in Dallas or definitely at the Home Story Cup 27. It is Bulmyeolja. Down 0-1 in this $75 series. In the top right side of Tokamak, we are looking at the main base of Berserker Esports Matt. Matt seems like the kind of Zerg that all-ins every game in the mid game. I think he has... Oh, I think he's got more. I can read these guys, Winged. I was wondering if we are forced to play game 2 on the American server. Do we have some sort of a proxy hatch build? Apparently, yes. I honestly think, Winged, that goes for almost every Zerg. I really cannot think of many Zergs that are very good in sitting back and playing Hive-Tech Zerg. Obviously, Sero is one of them. And we know that Raynor can do it. And even when it comes to most of the Korean Zergs, I think they do their best work in the mid game. The reason why I fell in love with Phoenix DT is not because I want to build Phoenix DT every game against everything. It's because I kept on dying against every Zerg, making too many units on Lairtech. When I've got like 30 army supply and they've got 85. And I was like, I don't like this. It's not just that late game is help for the Zerg, it's just that late game is a lot more difficult to play as a Zerg. That's just the way it is. Sitting back and defending and spreading creep and keeping your injects is a million times harder than going up to 66 drones or a little less and spamming units and rallying everything to the other side of the map and trying to win. It's just playing late game is way, way harder. Just like you can say, but Roddy, for Protoss, isn't playing with like High Templars and Oracles harder than A-moving with Zealots? But you A-move Zealots every game. You're right! The Storm Oracle stuff is harder than the Zealots. That's why I built the Zealots! I know my limitations. Bully does not seem to be a believer in pulling probes to the low grounds. It's alright. This does mean though that this Nexus is going to be pretty damn late. Want to make damn certain that this drone cannot morph into an Evo chamber. That doesn't seem to be happening. Yeah, sure. The gas has been taken. So it's a double gate Stargate opening. It's a large map. And I think at this point, guys, Bully needs to find economic damage or needs to be able to force out a crazy amount of units. I know, guys. Today, the matches are out of order. I know Bully is the GOAT. And Bully should have been the main event, but... yeah, he had a lot of other things to take care of this weekend, and he said, Roddy, I am willing to present you a couple games of some excellent, fine Protoss mastery. But I'm gonna have to do it at 6 p.m. European time. That's the best I can do. I was like, alright, Bully, I kinda wanted you as a main event and Sarah as the co-main event, but if you can only play as the first player today, we'll make it happen. For someone like Bully and someone like Matt, you just gladly make an exception. I'm a simple guy in that regard. How come no Clem or Max packs? We don't do Clem and Max packs because they play against Sarah all the time. And you guys may not see the games all the time in public. But basically any given moment that Sarah presses search on the ladder, he's gonna get Clem or Max packs. They play a lot in custom games. Would it be fun for us? Yeah, it'd be kind of fun for us. Would it be fun for Sarah? Not really. Because he has already done 300 games against Clem and Max over the last 40 days. So he said I'd prefer to play someone else. I wanted Hero, but unfortunately Hero couldn't play. I didn't want to do another TVZ, so just decided to give Classic a shot, guys. Classic is still one of the best Protosses to ever play this game. Is he an underdog tonight? Of course he is. But then again, who wouldn't be? Bully making his move out with 2 Zealots and 2 Adepts. And unfortunately for Bully, guys, I don't think he got too much done. He got a Queen. Forced out a couple links, but not great. His follow-up is going to be a Fleet Beacon and a second Stargate. This is a little bit out of the meta. This definitely was a very popular build a long time ago. I don't see it that much these days. It's good against Roaches, not very good against like Lairtech Hydra all-ins. We got some Rainer vs Maru, Rainer vs Hero on stream earlier. It was sweet. Yeah, if the Koreans become a little bit more active again, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun watching Rainer and Trigger play some ladder games over in Korea. It's gonna be an eventful summer, guys. I'm really not worried about it. I think a lot of high-level Starcraft to look forward to, community Starcraft. What I am personally incredibly excited for are all the qualifiers, man. These qualifiers, guys, for EWC, they're gonna be some of the most intense qualifiers that we have ever seen when it comes to online StarCraft. It's I can't wait. I'm just smiling thinking about it. And of course, like Stara Zugora with now an EWC slot on the line is very exciting. I wonder how they will do it, by the way, if like let's say the winner of Stara Zugora is already qualified. Like Clem got invited, right, as defending champ. What happens if Clem wins Stara Zugora? That's what I would like to know. I'm excited for Bulgaria. I'm excited to turn it into a holiday too. We're going to Sunny Beach, baby. I'm gonna rub my belly over at Sunny Beach. I'm gonna eat so many pizzas in Biała and have a couple cocktails. Gonna be my first ever summer holiday since I was 16 years old. I went to Spain with my parents. Can't wait. Yeah, I don't know if they just move it down the ranking, like second place finishes third place, or if they just say like, never mind, nobody gets it. We'll give it out in a different order. Roach activated a stasis trap. This seems like there will be a lot of roaches here. Potentially with Tonning Claws and Burrow as well. Bully right now, guys, does not have a crazy amount of detection. One Oracle is going to have a really difficult time dropping revelations in the main, in the natural, in the third, if all the roaches manage to get there. I'm worried for Bully. Right now, army supply 93 out of 93. Minus supply block, that's obviously not good. Matt has 133. If Matt just makes 4, 5, 6, 10 overlords and he builds only roaches, we'll be looking at like 120 supply for the Protoss and 200 supply for the Zerg. Let me just tell you, that is not good. There used to be a Russian female Zerg streamer. I forgot her name, but she streamed sometimes. And she was actually quite good. She was around like 5k MMR. And she absolutely clapped me once on the ladder with some roaches with tunneling claws. They were just everywhere. And if you start falling behind against that stuff, like, life is hell. If you don't have detection ready immediately, this is so freaking difficult. Oh my god. The roach count is a 38. Are you joking? At least the good news for Bully is that we have a Robo and we have an Observer. That's very good news. There is a world, guys, where Bully can do this. With the Voids, double Void is very, very, very useful here. He has got a couple Tempests as well. I'd say number one priority here is please keep roaches out of the natural. If they're out of the natural, they can't get into the main base either. The third base is what it is. The roaches will use tunneling claws and they are just gonna go through it. They just don't care about them Protoss units. Oh, and this is gonna be tough. This right here, guys, is hell. This is that hell that I was talking about. A whole bunch of roaches in the main, a couple roaches in the natural. Matt is doing an excellent job in creating chaos everywhere. Still spamming roaches like pie in his prime. I'm afraid for Bully here, guys. I am very, very afraid. It's so hard. Like a carrier and a Tempest, it takes freaking forever. It's all about the Void Rays are very useful here. We kind of need to keep these Voids alive. If we can survive this while only being down 20 workers, and we still have all 3 bases, it's really not even that bad. I want to say it might not even be that bad. That's a lot of overlords on the other side of the map. We should be able to clean this main base stuff up rather quickly. More Zerg units though being sent to the bottom side. We're going to recall a couple of units into the third. Do we have detection? Yes, there is an observer. But now more roaches with tunneling claws in the main. More roaches with tunneling claws in the natural. And the Stargate still on power too. I mean, Bully is, I want to say, starting to maybe stabilize a little bit. But I'm still worried because there will be a moment where it's no longer just roaches. We'll have like 20 or 30 Corruptors on the way. Now, at this point, I gotta say, Matt doesn't have money for 20 or 30 Corruptors. Keep building probes, Bully. It is mega important, guys, in moments like this, no matter how difficult it may seem, that you keep building workers. Honestly, done a really good job. You guys want to play the guessing game quickly? How many roaches do you guys think Bully has killed at 10 minutes and 20 seconds into this game? How many roaches did Bully kill? I'm taking a temporary supply lead, by the way. Some good guesses. I'm gonna go with 71. 71 is what I'll go for. But I think it's in the 60s, actually. 77! 77. Dankman! Woo! Nailed it! He's been counting. I know what you did there, Dankman. I don't know why you're watching this with a notepad, mate, and you're like literally tallying for every single roach that gets produced, but... Oh, Wingant got it correct first? Sick, Wingant. Sorry, mate. My chat went down too fast. Sorry, I didn't see. I believe you, Wingant. That's one hell of a guess, mate. You keeping track over here? That counts as a podium, Wingant. No racing line. Very impressive by Bully that we still sort of have a chance, that we're still alive. Obviously, we haven't had a good SCADA. Hey, we're gonna see this. We're gonna destroy a few more and a few more. 10 Corruptors, guys. Oh, I'm not mortified of 10 Corruptors. Are you guys? I think it's honestly not that bad for Bully. Losing the main base Nexus here does sting. It just sucks. Come on, fight it, mate. Bully? Hello? Hello, Bully? Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. Bully's gonna pause the game soon. He's like, man, my main Nexus is gone. But like, we know Bully. Corruptors flew in, mate. They peed on it. At the same time, though, Bully does have 6 zealots on the other side of the map, and they are slicing up this hatchery. That's an excellent pickoff. Keeps Matt limited to 4 bases. Matt has never been that rich. It's a shame, by the way, that Bully doesn't have any air upgrades. Imagine a world where he had +2 air weapons here. I think he'd be flying. For that gas wing, and if I do make it to Dallas, mate, you'll get another signed Basilisk cap, a Basilisk pin, and a selfie with Roddy. Is it a disaster? I don't think this game is quite a disaster now. Like, it's a weird game. It's proper 5.1k MMR gaming over here. It's not a disaster for Bully. Now, Hive Tech does complicate things, but it's hard to get value out of Hive Tech Zone. Not everyone is Sarah, not everyone is Rainer or Dark or Rogue. I kind of believe in Bully, guys. If he can control this army correctly, and I actually think Bully can. I think Bully is good in this kind of stuff. Honestly, probably better than me. I think I'm a lot better in like getting a good economy and moving with zealots. But I think when it comes to controlling a Protoss army like this, Bully's got a lot of experience. He finds himself in the late game very often. He's got Storm. Thank you to Mark to use Thermal, guys, for the raid. Appreciate it very much. Shout out to Mark. Hope you guys had a great stream. We are in the first of 4 best of 5s this Friday. Storm is done. We've got 1-1 upgrades. No upgrades on the air units. Lurk is not quite done yet. Sportwall is doing a good job. We are gonna land some big fat storms. How good are they? A little overkill here, but we did kill a Viper. And we are storming. We're down in supply, but I feel like the fight is not going that bad. Just need 1 or 2 more storms. Uh-oh, the Corruptors weren't even here. Now the Corruptors are here, and perhaps it is that bad. Maybe Bully was a little bit trigger happy there. Maybe he stormed too quickly a few times. Maybe it would have been better if he kept his army like a bit more clumped. We walked into a very big concave, and I understood why Bully went for it. Because he probably felt that he was hitting a timing right before Vipers had energy, right before the Hydras became Lurkers. I get why he went for it, but yeah, it did not work out. Now I think we're kind of dead. That was a very expensive army, and Bully obviously has been a 3-base Protoss at best from time to time. A 2-base Protoss throughout the entirety of this game, and now I think this is not good enough. And with Game 3 being played over at the European server, this is now looking grim. I still think Bully can make something of this series. Like, I really don't think he's down and out. These two are clearly very competitive with each other. This was a tough game. The first one was very close. Drop a few more storms there. Immortal gets surrounded, but that is going to do it. A 2-0 lead for the French Zerg player Matt, who's making his debut in the Big Brain Bouts. I don't think he has ever played before. Based on my chat history with him, I don't think he has ever played. Wingend is our native local statistician, so he can confirm it. But as far as I know, I never got to invite Matt. That does make me happy that he's immediately doing very well. It's not over yet, but obviously falling 0-2 in the first series is grim for Bully, but let's see. You sign up for the open bracket of Dallas? Cinderella Man patches. Maybe they'll make it Netflix. All of you guys have a chance this summer to earn your own Netflix documentary, like 10-15 years from now. If you guys make it through that open bracket in Dallas, and you qualify for EWC, and you go over to Saudi Arabia, and you win that too after you never won anything, guaranteed 10-15 years from now you're making millions on a Netflix documentary. This could be your summer, guys. Could very well be the summer of patches. Now patches, if you do think that is going to happen, please hit us up. Obviously we are looking for gold this summer. Patches W would be big. I've seen some, like the two absolute standout miraculous esports victories for me. As someone who's obviously like, if I'm aware of all the strengths and weaknesses of everyone. The two stories that I think I've been ever most surprised by were Creophilus winning the World Cyber Games and Oliveira winning Katowice. I think those two have been the most surprising moments ever since I started following esports in the year 2003, 2004. That is when I first discovered it. Those are the two biggest upsets ever to me. Now, if Patches wins EWC, he would triumph both of them. Upper 3 at Atlanta was a really fun run, but that's obviously like local community StarCraft, not exactly winning the World Championship. Creophilus winning the World Cyber Games in the year 2000, I want to say 7, the one in Seattle. If you guys ever seen the documentary called Beyond the Game, where the entire focus was on Sky and Grubby, the two big favorites heading into it. Sky, the defending two-time champ, and then a retired Norwegian Night Elf player, came out of nowhere and single-handedly ruined that documentary. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm in that documentary too. If you guys want to see a very little young Ruddy, I think it's on YouTube. I can link it to you guys. I've done it before. It's a good documentary. If you guys are fans of Grubby and you want to learn a little more about it, I can link it after this game. It's a good watch. I think it has Matt Rock in it too. Alright guys, 2-0 for the French Zerg as we are loading into Magnetha. I give Mac a hard time, but I love Magnus. Magnus is a great kid. He's a good guy, and I'm happy for him that he's got a map named after him. But don't tell him I said that, guys. I prefer to be mean to Magnus when he's here. If he's not here, we'll be sweet.
Round 3.
Fight!
Top left side of Magnetha. We are looking at the main base of our French Zerg. 2-0 up. One map win away from winning 60 buckies on this Friday night. This is Matt. Bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of our handsome American Protoss. Legitimately could have won Game 1 and Game 2. Unfortunately, he's down 0-2. Let's turn it around, amigo. Let's at least make it a series. The games have been close enough for it. This is Bulmyeolja. Generally believe Bully can win a couple games, guys. Game 1, it comes down to spending our money, having a few cannons, batteries, landing 3 storms. We win. In Game 2, it's a bit of a unique game. I can't really criticize Bully too much for it, but despite all the craziness that was thrown his way, he made it close. He made it competitive. And perhaps if our air upgrades are a tiny bit better, we could have still done something there. I also think he could have potentially just gone up to 4 bases. Keep building probes. I understand his fear of not wanting to do that, thinking he's too far behind. But us having access to all the numbers and seeing everything, Bully could have turned that into a macro game. Just get air upgrades and take it from there. You would never say that if you knew I was watching. God, you're here! Can you guys believe it? Magnet having his own map. Unbelievable. 4.4k and he gets a map named after him. I can't believe it. You know I love you, mate. You know that. All my teasing comes up from a place of love. Thank you, Sin, for gifting a subby to the man who has this map named after him. I'm Bully. Oh, that's a Mento win. Oh, Bully's so back in the series, guys. He's so back in the series. Yes, he's so back. Oh, he's vibing. This is a win. This is literally a win. If you see a Zerg pull 5-6 drones to surround your worker and your worker lives and it was behind the mineral line, oh, it's so over. Bully is getting this one. We're going to Game 5, guys. Next game on the American server. Ping advantage. Bully's flying now. Bully knows it. That's a lot of game, guys. I'm so out of here. I think this map was made by either Avex, not Avex, maybe Omni Skeptic. Is it Omni Skeptic who made this map? Magnus would know who made it. No, the patches. It's patches. Is it patches? Hyper 1. Okay. No. Hyper 1 is our FFA guy, right? I kind of confuse my map makers and my modders. Hyper 1 is a very nice guy, too. He was very, very useful in the past. Hopper 1? I'm not sure if that's serious or not. Avex is very passionate about Evo, I know that much. He added me, as soon as I covered one Evo Cup, he added me to Discord. He's like, hey Roddy, I just want to hear your take and this and that. I'm looking for feedback. I was like, mate, I really don't know anything about this Brood War stuff. Should probably, if anything, talk to Erniak or something, someone who does know a lot about Brood War. Or obviously the resident Brood War guys. I was like, I'm just here to click buttons, mate, have fun and see some silly stuff. I have no strong opinions about it. Overlord flies into the main, does get the scout on the Dark Shrine. Bully should be able to deal with these Zerglings. And he is able to deal with the Zerglings. The Yankees, thank you for the 116 months. What is that little sailboat, mate? Why does it feel like the puppy is going on a boat? Where are you taking that, a puppy? What is that emote? Hello, Goblin, by the way. Yeah, he's gotten a little bit unlucky, Gobbers. He can still turn this around. This is not necessarily, I think, a gun series. Now, this game is tough because it's on the European server, but Bully's start has been good. He got the mental victory. I like his build here as well. Got a couple Zerglings. I like canceling the shade here. I'm still a Bully believer, and that's not because I'm biased or because I'm a Protoss player. I legitimately still believe in Bully based on everything that I've seen. Sometimes there is somebody who's up 2-0 in the BBB and I just kind of know that. I was like, okay, this is not going to happen. I believe in Bully today. If we can spend our money, if we can have the correct reads. By the way, why is Matt still working with hatchery tech? The man, does he think this is a pylon? Does he think this is a pylon? Because if he is building Roachling... No, this was just... What? Okay. Hey, this was just a reaction to the resonating glaive adept, but he's so far behind economically. Bully doesn't need to do anything. Just put one DT on hold position here. And one DT, I don't know, maybe here, just to make sure. Obviously make sure we don't take any damage from those roaches and lings that are now being sent to the other side of the map. Bully can just warp in defensive DTs, guys. We can literally, we have some DTs here, we are totally fine. We should take 0 damage. I like it. He's going for one safety Void Ray. Oh, I love Bully. This is something that I've been doing lately. Please keep them out of your natural too. Warp in DTs, Bully, Sentry DTs, anything. Please do not let roaches get in. Okay, that's good enough. Now move the DT. Yes, Bully. Okay. Oh, that's so clean. That is so clean, guys. No, the invisible guy needs to stay. I think we lost the gate there, right? Oh, yeah, that's alright. It's way better to lose the 150 minerals and buy some time for the Void Ray to come out than having to deal with 7-8 roaches on top of your probes. And, you'll obviously clean it up, but it'd be a bit of a nightmare. We need to get a DT into the bottom left. This is an incredibly ambitious 4th base for Matt. Knowing that there are DTs. He's got no mobile anti-air right now. And it would take approximately 27 creep tumors to connect this base to this base. That's a lot of creep tumors. Is there a world where Bully just warps all of his DTs into the natural? Kill a queen, kill a spore. It's very risky. We cannot throw away this many DTs. I hope he checks the bottom left side too. I can't even really blame Bully if he didn't. And he might just... Oh, he's going to check it. That's big. And now the DTs just need to go here immediately. Yeah. Bully sees it. Come on, DTs. You guys know what to do. You can leave one behind. Maybe put one here. And the other ones have to go to the bottom left. And now we just spam. Zealots. Archons. One robo. I think maybe one robo soon. Just so we can have an observe. We can build some immortals. Keep building Phoenix. This is big. I think go up to a 4th base as well. That's a lot of work is over here, by the way, Bully. 27. Sends the Phoenixes over towards the Neil potential 4th base. Kills an overseer. Cancel that lift, Bully. And he does cancel the lift. Bully is quite good with this stuff. This is, I can honestly safely say, guys, my build. And I know there's some people that may not have watched me for a while will be like, oh my god, this guy calling it his build. But I think you can ask any diehard StarCraft 2 fan, player, user that has watched me or my stream over the last 15 years, be like, yeah, this is Roddy's build. But Bully is quite good with it. Bully legitimately is quite good. I saw him do it against Pig. I think there are a few things he can do better, but overall I do really like how he does it. I also think there is real value in being good in something that almost nobody else plays. Because people will be like, what the hell? What do I even do? Not that simple party for him, but it's just the resonating glaive adapts into the DTs, into the Phoenix. That really is my build. I'm the one who made it. I'm the one who came up with it. No one can take that away from me. Snoot used to be a very big believer in my style. Many patches ago, Snoot actually said, Roddy, your style is so good. I was like, man, I really hope that nobody else takes you serious because your style is really good. If I don't know it's coming, I would lose to it 100%. Snoot was a very big believer. I make adjustments, yeah, for sure. Like in the old days, my end game scenario was always get +2 carriers quickly and A move. Right now, I think the carriers, they suffered over time through patches and nerfs and buffs to other stuff. Like the carrier follow-up is nowhere near as good as it once upon a time was. So instead of it just being like an opening into carriers into a guaranteed victory, now it's a little more of see what the Zerg is doing, analyze the economies, analyze the map, and then make the correct late game decisions. That is the biggest change that I've had to make. Carriers are just very rarely the ultimate answer, the ultimate follow-up here. Bully is going Storm, and I don't really like that. Like that's something I would never do, for instance. But that's how Bully knows what he's doing. Big Zealot run by here, and I think almost the entire army is defending the triangle base. So there is some potential here for the Zealots of the American Protoss. The man who's down 0-2, Baneling. It's a lot of Baneling. You know, we'll take that for Bully. We'll absolutely take that, especially if we can keep on lifting some stuff. There are some Zealots here as well. Bully, what are we doing with the Phoenix? Kind of wish, guys, he would have just gone here. He could have killed the Queen and every single drone, and maybe you lose one Phoenix. I don't like that. Bully, please spend your money. Don't lose your Phoenix. Stop. Bully, no. Why is he down? Bully. This was like a win, mate. This was an almost guaranteed win. Maybe in Bully's mind, the era of the Phoenix is just over, and it's now about Archons and Zealots and Storm. Yeah, sure, maybe, but that was still a whole lot of Phoenix that we absolutely did not... Oh my god, he's got 3.5k minerals. If Bully loses this game, I'm gonna have a Bully throw emote. I don't know who's gonna make it. I think Vicky is very good at making stuff. Please, for the love... Oh, Bully! Bully! Oh, why is he doing this, guys? 4,000 minerals in the bank. Why are we doing this? Storms are quite good, though. Okay. Use the Phoenix for something. He snipes the Overseer. Warp in DTs. Bully. Okay, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. With 4k minerals, we're throwing water balloons at the Hydras and a couple Storms. Oh my god, Bully. It's a hold, but we have to ask ourselves to cast a question. What does this do to our psyche? How do we ever look at this game and be like, yeah, we closed that out? Never any doubt. This would bring insecurity into my life. A lot of anxiety for the upcoming 4 years. Bully's fine, but it's a win at this point. Like now we've got time, we can warp in more stuff. Guys, he's spending his money now on cannons. Yes. Maybe one more pile in here would be good, but cannons also very good. I think more I've said this before, by the way, ATL Messenger. I've said this before to Bully. I was like, mate, you're really good at a lot of things. I think Bully is really good at a lot of the difficult stuff in StarCraft. But then he gets himself to this comfortable spot, and it's like, you can make your life so easy if you just build 6 gateways. You go from 8 all the way up to 14 to 16 gates, and I think you gain 200-300 MMR overnight. This is a reoccurring problem in bully games, and he knows about it. He said he's aware of it, but I don't know why we don't do it. He does drop a couple storms, and game 3 on the European server is gonna go in favor of the American Protoss. Don't ask me how we got here. This is kind of like trying to board a plane, and you expect it to have a safe trip, but the plane actually crashes, but literally nobody gets injured or wounded, and it just takes off again and eventually makes it to its final destination. Like, did you have a good journey? It's like, well, we made it. We're all alive. We're all safe. Nobody's injured, but we did crash halfway through in a farm field somewhere. Took down a couple of potato farms, but other than that, it's all good. We made it. Oh, bully. All right. We're going back to NA for game 4. But we didn't know he had it. The moment that he had that probe behind the mineral line and the man pulled 6 drones, it was over. Like, it was in the bag. Honestly, if Bully would tell me, hey, I think this is a theoretical 3-0 for me at this point. Shall we call it a day, and shall we move into the next series? I can make a case for him. Game 1 is a win. Honestly. Game 2, I kind of just want to give that to Matt. Bully, as we swapped over to the American server, he said for some reason he wanted to stay in after the mineral fiasco. Glutting for a punishment, I guess. But an incredibly clean game with no mistakes after that. Oh, Bully. MMR for these guys is 5k, 5-1. Next series is already going to be 6k MMR. The one after that is 6k MMR. And obviously the main event is something where we don't talk about MMR anymore. We just talk about goats. Yona is the goat. Game 4 will be played on Persephone. Thank you to TSFSQ for the 49 months. ATL Mezume with the 38 months saying for the kids. We still have to. It's not socially acceptable to clap when the plane lands now. I feel like that mostly happens on these holiday short budget charter flights. I've had a couple of them in my life, like Ryanair, EasyJet, and everyone's always like, woo! They've got the big Boeing 747 or the Airbus 380 that flies 20 hours, it lands, and people just look around and be like, that's what was supposed to happen. Well, if they land a flight from Amsterdam to Mallorca, the crowd goes wild, baby. Alright, game is already. Game 4. Hello, Krista, by the way. Hello, Jumi. Jumi, do you know the Will Smith song yet? I guess Jumi is too young as well for the Will Smith. Welcome to Miami. Queen Isla, thank you so much. Queen Isla, is that Silly Therese by any chance? Or is Queen Isla just Queen Isla and I'm not familiar with it? So, Krista, I'm not sure. It's definitely not about the event being too small. Like, the event would be awesome, and I'd absolutely... Since obviously, like, I do a lot of things for Basilisk, I would absolutely love to, let's say, I won't be there as a caster, but I can just interview Cyril, Rainer, and Trigger in the beginning of the event, maybe in the middle of the day, and make a cool little blog about it. Like, we can do that. So that is an option. It's just, I might have committed to something else that is kind of overlapping with it. It's just a bit of a mess. So it's very, very hard for me to say right now if I can make it to Dallas or not. I want to, because obviously I had a great time. I saw this Reddit thread where people are like, DreamHack Dallas is the worst SC2 event I've ever gone to. And then he lists the reasons why it's bad. And it literally has nothing to do with the SC2 event. It's just basically complaining about the city of Dallas. And I don't know, social problems in the United States of America. I was like, I'm not sure how related this was to the SC2 Starcraft tournament. But anyway, the TLDR, Krista, is that maybe I will know soon, but I don't know right now And thank you so much, Therese. I haven't seen you in forever. I worry sometimes, but I'm happy to see that you're still here on a Serral night. That makes me very, very happy. Let's go. I hope everything is good with the puppy as well. Game 4, guys. Persephone.
Round 4.
Fight.
That pose was so dumb. I know. It just had nothing to do with the Starcraft event. It's like so I went to the Starcraft event, but the moment I drove off the highway, I saw homeless people, and I was like, wow. I was like, yeah, that sucks, but I'm not exactly certain what like Hero and Zero have to do with this problem over in Dallas. You know, like, it's a big city. There are problems in big cities. Bottom left side, guys. It is our American Protoss. He's down 1-2. It is Bully. I was like, man, if this guy ever goes to Krefeld, I mean, Krefeld. Yeah. I mean, a lot of big cities, unfortunately, have problems, right? It's just the way it is. If you guys ever want to come to Zuidland, Zuidland is very safe. Unfortunately, we've got absolutely no location to make something happen, but I could give the StarCraft 2 fans a very safe experience over in Zuidland. Top left side of Persephone, he's up to 1. Once more, going for a hedge block into an Evo chamber block. It is Matt. And this time he got the Evo chamber block off, so that's actually good for him. Already hosted Home Story Cup. I've got 2 computers, guys, so, you know. I'm gonna need a few more. And we need space, and we need to convince Vicky, and then maybe one day. Well, I don't expect problems to go anywhere, but just because, let's say, there is a DreamHack event in the city of Dallas, I don't expect suddenly all the problems that maybe are around in Dallas, the other 362 days of the year, I don't expect those to be gone because DreamHack is happening, right? Like, Dallas is going to be Dallas with or without a DreamHack. I know you can maybe say that, like, if the Summer Games come to a big city, that there is some extra security and maybe they clean up the cities a little bit. Dallas is like, DreamHacks are cool, but it's not quite at the level yet of the Olympic Summer Games. It's going to take a little more than that. Happy to hear, Therese. Makes me very happy. I heard good things about Dallas Fort Worth, but I've never been able to go. Honestly, I like Dallas, and yes, I did see some of the problems that were mentioned on that Reddit thread, but that is the case in a lot of big cities. Like, I love RotterdaM, but we too have homeless people, and we too have very unsafe areas. I know a lot of you guys like Amsterdam, but Amsterdam can be very unsafe too. I think the Netherlands in general suffers from that, and it's not an exclusive USA problem or a Netherlands issue. Like, it's almost worldwide. You don't think it's a real concern with the whole USA visa issues? You honestly be scared? No memes? Why? I think nothing has changed in regards of ESTA visas, mate. Also, I don't know what that has to do with the Dallas. Don't go to Memphis. I would love to go to Memphis one day. Walking in Memphis. I want to be in Memphis, walk in Memphis, and sing the song. Bang a song. One of them got surrounded and the other one got picked off. 2 drones went down in the end. It's not bad for Bully, I'd say, guys. Obviously, his expand was a little bit later than he wanted to, but... SOS just made an X-post that he is looking for a team. I think a lot of people... I think everyone that doesn't have a team should be looking for a team if there is a 1% shot that they make it to EWC. Like, SOS is not exclusive in that one. Memphis is definitely not a good place. It might not be, but it's a place that I would love to visit one day. I've never gone to Kentucky or Tennessee, and I'd love to visit those states once. And if I'm in that area, I'd love to go to Memphis. My dad talks very highly about Indianapolis and Nazari Nobi. In the 90s, my dad was kind of cool. He was still young, I guess. And he went to America 2 or 3 times with like a group of college friends or friends that he met in his 20s. And they would just like rent cars, and they drove all the way from Florida all the way up. And my dad talks very highly about like Indianapolis and seeing the speedway there. It's one of his like fondest memories. He went to America 2 or 3 times in like the late 80s, early 90s. And he always raves about the Indianapolis Speedway. Alright guys, match point for Matt. Game 4 on the American server. Not a whole lot has happened yet. Matt basically just went for the build where he kind of tries to delay this Nexus a little bit. Creates a bit of an economic lead, and now he's building up roaches and hydras. If I was Bully, I would not attack Matt. Matt clearly is indeed, as Wing had pointed out, game 1, the kind of Zerg that wants to attack, wants to be aggressive off-layer attack. If you know it's coming, just sit back. You can obviously have like 3 or 4 zealots somewhere on the outside. The moment you see your opponent move out, you send those zealots in to kill a 4th, or maybe kill a couple drones over in the 3rd. But other than that, just get ready for what you know is coming. And yeah, it seems exactly that is what Bully is doing here, guys. We're getting cannons, we're getting storm. Looks good. I don't think you were on anybody's radar, Magnus. 5 million zloty a month is a lot more. 5 million zloty a month would be like 1.2 million a month in dollars or euros. That would probably make you the highest paid esports athlete in the world. Is zloty even real? Yes, that's the Polish currency, mate. 4 zloty is like 1 euro. It's like 4 to 1, give or take. Sometimes a bit higher, a bit lower. Oh no, it's very real. As a man who has made a couple of withdrawals in the hit casino over in Katowice, I can tell you that those zlotys are real. You withdraw a couple thousand zloty, you lose a lot of euros, mate. And I think a lot of Korean gamers can tell you the same thing. They're very real. A lot of Starcraft 2 Katowice prize money has been donated to the local city of Katowice. The hit casino has missed us this year, I'm sure of that. Bully with his cannons and his higher mortar count, dropping a couple storms. As long as Bully never runs out of storm here, guys, I really feel that he is in a good position. And everything I was talking about earlier, he is doing. He is clicking a couple zealots into the 3rd base as well. Bully is looking really good here, guys. Matt is on the clock. He's got a big army. He's looking for the surround. Bully ran out of storms in game 1. If he can just avoid running out of storms. Ooh, that's an Arthos pylon, by the way. I would not want to lose that pylon. Bully, keep spending your money, mate. Ah, no move command, Bully. Okay, we're fighting. That's good. We're fighting. What do I look at? We have an extra cannon or 2. It's a shame that those 2 immortals were on move command for as long as they were. But Bully should absolutely crush this fight. I see 2 storms remaining. One of them getting used here. One more storm would be good. They're kind of keeping the units out. It's not been the cleanest defense ever in the natural, but he's doing really good. All things considered, especially for an American on the European server, he's doing great. That is a 6th storm. Bully is a man of the people. A big fan of the Big Brain Bouts as well. And Bully knows that Roddy loves nothing more than starting off a Friday night evening of video gaming with a series that goes to distance. And it's starting to look like it. He's not totally there yet, but I will right now put this into the category of theoretical wins. So it's 3-1 for Bully right now, theoretically. In reality, he's down 1-2 and he needs to survive to send it to game 5. But when it comes to the pro gamer analysis, I would call this a theoretical 3-1 victory for Bully. He does indeed struggle a tiny bit in spending his money. And it's not the first time. Bully. He's lost a couple gateways. He's rebuilding 4, so he can definitely add extra gates. I mean, the triple cannon, double immortal defense is sexy. This could deal with like 40 roaches, man. What if we make today's BBB based on theoretical wins? I think Classic would be okay with that. They'll be like, you know what? We'll do it. That is a lot of storms, Bully. Maybe a little bit too storm happy. It is so important that you never find yourself in a moment where you're out of energy. He has spent all his money, by the way. I can't really see where. Okay, just, I don't know. An extra Nexus, I guess, in the bottom right. Fired up +2. He's still building Immortals. The man's got 7 Immortals now. Huh? Sero is probably going to win, Kelsey, but that goes for almost everybody that Sero plays. Nice storms here, though, by Bully. I think these are the storms that we are truly looking for. And that Immortal count is not getting any lower. This is an ambitious base by Matt. Not the first ambitious base that Matt has taken throughout this series, but this one is really out there. Bully may be down in supply, but right now his army is just so much more powerful than the army of Matt. It's looking really good. Could be going to game 5. We could go for a coin flip. I do hope that not every series today goes past the 1 hour mark. Even though I love long Starcraft, I love 5-game series. I also don't want to see classic mode if 4 AM becomes 4:30 or 5 AM. I think classic is good. And he's probably also looking to make a very good impression. But I think he's obviously a clear underdog against Sarah. But Protoss is very good right now. Let's just see. I didn't want to do back-to-back TVZs in the main event, and unfortunately for us, Hero was not available. I tried Hero, and Hero said, it sounds fun, Roddy, but this week is bad. Maybe next week or the week after. But Zero is not available every single week, so if I can have Zero, I just want to get Zero. And if Yona is eager to play another series in the near future against Hero, we can make that happen too. Thank you, Coach Jaha, for the 15 months, half a century. I appreciate it, mate. Tier 3 as well, what a legend. Classic, more around Reina level. You make that seem like it's a bad thing. If Reina was here, he'd be absolutely fuming. What does that even mean? Reina would go full 50 cent on you. It's like, what are you saying F me for? Get Zero Hero for the 100. Hasn't it been a while since Zero has shown himself? Yeah, Zero does not play a crazy amount of public games. I guess the last one was the Pigsty Invitational. There's another one coming up though. Mixie says, I think Matt is dead. I think Matt is dead too, but Lurkus can be magical, and he does have Vipers, but Bully's army is obviously absolutely terrifying. This is going to be so hard. We don't really have any defense here at all, but, you know, with enough Lurkers, there is a chance. Like, I know, Mixer looks at this and says, this is hell for the Zerg. I know, we all know. But if Matt gets 15 Lurkers, I believe it's hell for the Protoss. Right now we've got 8. 8 is a good number. 8 is great. But we're gonna need like 12 more before I think we can kill the man. Matt is losing a lot of drones. This one lurker has his work cut out for himself. Come on, Bully, give me some box and micro, mate. Dodge those lurker spikes. Left, right, left, right, left, right. We know you can do it. 4 observers and 0 with the army. Maybe he's inspired by my performance. He did build an Oracle as well, so we can drop a Revelation. We've got a lot of Zealots, 23 Zealots. A couple of them are in the top right side. A lot of them are running into the natural. Bully definitely likes move commanding his units from time to time. The blinding clouds are there. They're there. They were casted. Where are the lurkers, guys? We have 6 lurkers. Both of our gamers, our 5K MMR gamers, are struggling to keep their money low. We did abduct one Immortal. We unfortunately cannot kill it. And that's when you know it is truly hell for the Zerg. From no ops to all the ops, a couple of storms to the high ground. Hydras are melting. Another storm connecting on the lurkers, the Hydras, and that will do it. Bully, a man of the people, sends us to game 5. That means we're gonna flip a coin. The winner of this best of 5 gets 60 buckies. The loser gets 15. Matt, heads or tails? We'll let Matt choose. Not matchmaking skills. Those matchmaking skills by me. Still got it, guys. Still got it. Okay, maybe I ask. Okay. Oh, that's Bully. Heads or tails? The Google coin. Google flips coins for us. Coco suggested that I should get a massive actual IRL coin and flip it on camera, which I do think is a good idea. Never mind. Matt chooses. Heads or tails? Come on, Matt. Give it to me. Matt says tails. Bully said the Frenchie can pick. Alright. Heads or tails? No, wait, what? That's not how this works. Tails. Tails never fails. Matt won. Woody says, never mind, the French you can't pick, I pick heads. I gotta use dark mode. I cannot use dark mode in Google, mate. That would be way too much. I don't even know that. I didn't even know you could do that. That's for your entire browser then, I guess, right? Maybe I'll give it a shot once. But I feel like then I don't like Liquipedia in dark mode, mate. I'm so lost in Liquipedia. I feel like I'm not efficient. And I use a lot of Liquipedia right now. Does Roddy attend football games from time to time, mate? I have not visited anywhere near as many games as I would have liked to in the last 2-3 years. But I still go to the Feyenoord Stadium at least like 2 or 3 times a year. But that is about it. If I can combine traveling with visiting football games, I would always do it too. Alright, so we're 12 minutes behind schedule. Game 5. Winner gets $60, loser gets 15. Let's go. Bully or Matt. It's on the European server. It's been a fun series. Final map is Torches. It's so worth it if it's dark in your room. I know, people always tell me I'll give it another shot eventually, but I hate change, guys. I am afraid of change, and I kind of hate it. Kelsey followed me 15 minutes ago again. Kelsey, what are you doing? You're pulling a Denny. Again? Misclick? These Terrans, guys. And then they blame Protoss. I don't know much about it. But good luck, good luck. We almost went to a Starcraft in the Twin Cities once. I'll check it. You're a loyal follower for 15 minutes? That's the kind of loyalty I saw from my ex-girlfriend. Wait. Save that for a different day, guys. That's 50 minutes is not a long time. But Vicky is an angel, guys. Vicky is an angel. She's definitely not an ex. Permanent. Loyalty. Love. Alright, guys. Torches. Game 5. Never any comment on him. But guys, it's just a joke. Sometimes I identify as a bit of a comedian. I appreciate stand-up comedians. I just say things. There isn't truth to anything I say. I just like to be funny. I like to get a giggle out of you guys.
Final round. Fight!
No worries, no Nimba. I was just joking, guys. Top right side, we are looking at the main base of our American Protoss, who says this map looks hell for the toss, and this is the map with that weird gold mineral wall, so I guess I will agree. This is Bulmyeolja, sending it to game 5. Vicky is not just great, Vicky's an angel. Very talented too. She's making a website right now. And I do think that the ideas for this website to be public, we'll link it soon. It is beautiful. She's been putting in a lot of effort and work. And if you guys ever feel like making a cake or desserts, Vicky's website, it will be the place to go. Bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of our French Zerg. And this is Matt. I feel like Thriving GG would be the best Zerg player on the planet on this map. No? How would you ever beat Thriving GG here, guys? When is he going to make the Basilisk merch website? That is being worked on, mate, but obviously that's a very complicated progress, but it is something that's absolutely being worked on. I cannot give you guys an ETA or a timeline, but the Basilisk shop will happen one day. And you know what? Next meeting, I'll let them know that Vicky would be passionate to work on it. Basilisk cake. Fun idea, Wingant. I think Vicky can probably do that. We haven't done that yet. But her cheesecake is amazing. It's the best cheesecake I've ever had. Even better than the Cheesecake Factory. Maybe we can do something with a Basilisk themed cake. Basilisk cupcakes. So you can make those. Maybe we should tell Vicky to bring some Basilisk And like Rainer, Cyril, Trigger, Cupcakes, 2 homes to Rico. Shall we do it? I think I can guilt trip her into this. She's definitely coming, so. What is that wall? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Bully probably thinks, what the hell is this map? Unfortunately, he's gonna have to deal with a lot of slow Zerglings heading towards his side of the map. It's not much of a wall. Swiss cheese would be jealous of the amount of holes in this wall. Bully. What is this wall? I mean, he did say this map looks okay. Okay, and now a pylon here, and then right, yeah, hey. I mean. Oh no, the drones are here as well. I didn't even see it. No, Bully. Okay, please do not let him surround your adept. Whatever the hell you do, do not let him surround your adept. Bully, your adept is surrounded. Please save it. Drone drill, drone drill. Oh my goodness, the gateway is unpowered. Game 5, the entire best of 5. It all comes down to this. This map looked hell for the Protoss, is what Bully said. The adept is still alive though. Probes are battling. We are gonna repower the gate. We have a Stargate. Mate, don't fight without your adept. Okay, second adept, guys, is on the way. Just run in circles. Run in circles, Bully. You can do this. Bully is actually kind of doing it, I think. The adept is still alive. There's a second adept on the way. Sure, he's going to lose a lot of probes. Just don't lose all your probes. Who will win the 60 buckies? I caramba, this hurts. Guys, what is this adept doing? Why is it not coming? Oh, no, it's 3 workers against 8. But most of the drones are here. Do not let him surround your adept. No! No, you're kidding. Guys, the Stargate unpowered, 85% Oracle. Adept gets surrounded. If this adept dies, it's all over. But I think it's already all over. Oh no, he had it. He definitely was not dead. I really think he had it with 2 adepts. Like, how many drones are at home? There's 2 drones at home. I really think he had that, man. I think right before the end, he had that. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, now he's dead. Yeah, now he's absolutely dead. But with 2 adepts and an Oracle, I play on a RAM map I've never walled on before. GG, well played, good series. GG! In 4 minutes and 12 seconds, it is Matt who gets the W in the end. Ah, that is very painful and sad for Bully, who was looking forward to picking up 60 buckies to spend on the Kendrick Lamar concert he's going to. Like, I think this was good. Here we had a little derpy moment. This is good. This is good. Repowering the gate is excellent. I think at this point, the game actually looks really good for Bully. But I think this rally point was not set. Let me just take a little look, guys. I think this... Was it set? No, it's set. With 2 adepts against slow Zergling, it's a lot of slow Zerglings. It's tough. It is very tough. But I think right here, I honestly really like it. I think we shouldn't fight for this long. I think we should kind of fight and run, and just get the 2 adepts together. I think we take this fight a little bit too long, man. It's obviously very difficult. Heat of the moment, under a lot of pressure. It all comes down to this silly link drone stuff. Hard to make all the correct series. GG Bully. I'm sorry, matey. You had a couple of really good moments. Alright, next up, guys. We're a tiny bit behind schedule, so I'm going to try to keep it very short. We take a 3-minute break. And by the time that these 3 minutes are over, I'll be back with a rematch. Mindel VK against Rainer's younger brother, Baby Marine. A couple of weeks ago, 3-0 for Mindel. I was disappointed by that series. I know that it could and it should have been closer. Baby Marine said, I know it should and could have been closer. I want revenge. Today, Baby Marine gets his opportunity at revenge. I'm excited for it. It's going to be good. Congrats to Matt. Awesome first series ever in the Big Brain Bouts. And congrats on the 60 American dollars. Baby Marine versus Mindel VK. We can call it 2. Like they do in the UFC and MMA. Baby Marine versus Mindel VK 2. Best of 5. 80-20. Baby Marine Itati Mindel VK RUP. Rematch from a couple weeks ago. I'll give you guys 15 minutes. Take a tiny break. I'll see you guys soon, guys. Second series coming up.